Nolagent here at Pho Tau Bay. Yeah, good stuff in here.
Welcome to Nolagent. Let the good times roll. Pho Tau Bay is a great spot for New Orleans Vietnamese food, and it was the first restaurant that I ever ate pho at many years ago. Pho Tau Bay is located in New Orleans at 1565 Tulane Avenue. Which is smack dab in the middle of a lot of hospitals, so you get a lot of ambulances coming through. So this location is a bit under a mile from the French Quarter, and I now have been eating Vietnamese food for many years, and in the past I've often ate at Pho Tau Bay's Westbank location, which unfortunately is now closed due to a Walmart construction that took over the space they were in. Now, many times I still find myself eating at their downtown location, but less often, mainly due to the parking situation being more of a challenge. So let's go ahead and head on inside here and check this place out. In this episode of our travel vlog, first we feast with me on the famous Vietnamese soup known as pho, and which comes in several varieties. The greater New Orleans area has a significant Vietnamese population, and we have been having an explosion of great Vietnamese restaurants opening up in the area, offering a great selection of both traditional Vietnamese food and innovative new creations. Pho Tau Bay has always been one of my favorite spots for traditional Vietnamese food, and I really enjoy the Vietnamese soup known as pho that is offered in many varieties here, and they also make great Vietnamese po' boys known as banh mi. And they also have a great selection of desserts in here as well. So see, we've got some good red velvet here that is quite tempting. And ooh, a little lemon cello. Ooh, only one left. And a carrot cake, which I'm always in the mood for one of those. I do love some carrot cake. And of course, a chocolate cake, because you always need more chocolate in your life. I'm not going to get any dessert today, though, because you get a lot of food here, and I'm not going to have room for dessert, I'm pretty sure. As Pho Tau Bay offers really great food that will really fill you up, and this is always a great meal for when you're really hungry. So I've got my number and my jasmine tea and my vegetables. I'm just waiting for them to bring my pho ga out. So comment below if you know what the pho ga is, and you'll learn shortly what it is if you don't. So there were a few people sitting in here when I first walked in, but it looks like everybody else is getting their food to go, and they've all left and gotten their food. But I've gotten my pho ga, which simply means chicken pho. So now you know what that is. So pho ga simply means chicken pho, which is a great chicken noodle soup here. I'm going to add a little of the ho sin sauce and some sriracha sauce to kick it up. Give it a little more spicy flavor. So these are kind of the two standard sauces that you typically get at most of the Vietnamese places around my area at least. And I do like the flavors that it adds to this delicious soup. So I like to get it really spiced up a lot. Usually these sauces are in bottles on your table, but during these pandemic times, we are getting these packages, so it makes it a little more interesting to add it to the soup. So we will keep adding our different flavors in here to maximize all the spice. And after this, we're going to mix it up and add in some delicious vegetables as well. But it's a little harder to get all these packages squeezed out, so it takes longer than it normally would. Now we're also going to add a little lime juice in here, and I also like to add the lime juice to my jasmine tea. I think it's a good flavor combination. And here's our package of the vegetables. So you usually get some different leafy herbs along with a lot of bean sprouts. So you often will get a combination of the different little herbs, but sometimes you get just one. So let's go ahead and get busy in here. And we've got a few less than you're usually served during normal times, but I'm sure they've gotten as much as they can. And then we have some jalapenos sliced up. That's another common item that's in the little vegetable mix basket that you usually get. So we've got to add these great vegetables and the nice spicy jalapenos in here and give it a nice mix in here. We've got to get the sriracha and hoisin sauce all mixed together with the noodles and the chicken and the vegetables to completely get it into a delicious mixture that'll be ready to dig into here shortly. I like to let it soak for a little while because the pho bowl is usually really hot and steaming with all this great heat coming off, and then all those flavors meld together pretty quickly. They've got the rare beef slice pho where the raw pieces of meat literally cook in the mixture. It's so hot. Now we're going to get some of these great noodles and a little piece of chicken here and give that a little taste test. And okay, everything is good to go, I'd say. So it seems to be at the consistency that I like it. So this is the King Daddy chicken noodle soup, definitely. This is the biggest bowl of chicken noodle soup I think that exists in any world that I know about. So the Vietnamese pho chicken pho god definitely is way, way bigger than any other bowl of chicken soup I've ever experienced. If you know about a bigger one, comment below. Let us know about what a bigger bowl of chicken soup is if you've seen one. So for my pho choices, I will typically rotate between a seafood, a chicken, and then get a brisket beef for the rare beef combination. So if all that sounds good to you, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up as we continue to enjoy our food. And here's a little jasmine tea with lime in it. I really do love the jasmine tea. Some people find the flavor not so good in iced tea, but that isn't the case with me. I love the flavor of jasmine iced tea. And ooh, look how good this broth is. Oh, so good. So it's such a good chicken stock broth in here. And then in the beef-based phos, wow, those beef broths are so nice. I feel so healthy and good after eating the pho. And interestingly enough, even though these are huge bowls, I generally find that I lose weight and stay skinnier when I eat the pho. It kind of defies the normal logic, as eating more of what would appear to be a very high carbohydrate noodle dish actually makes me lose more of the belly bloat than when I eat other dishes. So it's really interesting the way I seem to just stay skinnier eating this. Oh, look at this beautiful piece here, that nice jalapeno in it. So good, and just so much flavor. I do love some pho. During this whole pandemic situation, though, I've really been eating a lot less pho, unfortunately. I used to eat it multiple times a week when I was working in Metairie and on the Westbank. But these days, it just seems to be rare for me to get it like I used to. And one big reason is the closest pho place to my house was only serving to go, and I hate to go pho really. I like the whole experience with having the bowl and the chopsticks right there in front of me that you really can't get through styrofoam back at your house. But fortunately, that place is open back up for dining inside. I'm happy to get back there now soon. I'm also fascinated how all of the different Vietnamese restaurants offer pretty similar menus with pho and banh mi, but the execution of those dishes is so different and varied. So even with the chicken pho, just the way the meat is cut up or pulled or different little details like that are very different. And so there's so much variety in just the way the broth is made, and there's just these different flavors and textures. Even the noodles can be different as well. So what at first looks like a lot of similarity really has so many different details. So the devil is in the details, figuring out just the subtle differences that really make for larger taste sensation differences between all the very different ways that all the various Vietnamese restaurants do things. And way back in the day when I first started eating pho, there were not a lot of other Vietnamese restaurants around outside of Pho Tau Bay, and now there's a whole lot of different options all over the city. So we've really expanded the possibilities, enjoying so many more different Vietnamese restaurants than we used to have in the city. So that's a really great thing, because I really do love the fantastic Vietnamese food that we have all over the city now in New Orleans. And I just so enjoy that simple dish It just at the same time has such complexity within the simplicity that's definitely a little easy to enjoy, yet completely wonderful exotic flavor at the same time in so many strange ways. So it's familiar yet slightly different, and the taste flavor combinations just really meld together to make for an enjoyable experience. And I'm just glad my chopstick skills are working for the most part and I haven't dropped anything too terribly so far. So, thanks so much to everybody at Pho Tau Bay for introducing me to this wonderful dish of pho, which has now literally become a lifelong addiction that I'll give a thumbs up and a smash of that subscribe button for how delicious it is. So, thanks so much to all of you out there for tuning into the No Legit channel, and especially my Patreons. And go ahead and, if you haven't already, destroy that subscribe button, which will be that little circle with my head in it right there. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below, let me know what you thought about this video. And while you're down there, check out the link to my Patreon account because, hey, I do work for tips and I'd appreciate it if you could help me with that. And if you could share this video with any of your friends or contacts, that would help me a whole lot. And make sure to tune in next time for more good food, good times, and good people.